Alrighty, what's up guys, Single Player Nacho here, with the ultimate surprise in the form of Resident Evil 4's remake and reveal, Morir es Vivir. According to bald horny cultists, and this nearly 20-year-old game, we're gonna have to play RE4 for around 1 million because it looks astoundingly creepy and beautiful at the same time. So, here are my biggest takeaways from the 2-minute trailer we were given, and I'm happy to say, things are looking good, fresh, and Salazar-less. I'm kidding. Ashley Graham, the president's daughter, has been given a code name that's pretty fitting, Baby Eagle. It seems that many agents were on assignment to locate Ashley, who'd been kidnapped, and Leon Kennedy stepped up to the plate and found her. I do think someone may have anonymously tipped Leon towards Ashley's location, and that someone is Ada Wong. Since she knew of Leon's experience in Raccoon City, Ada knows Leon would be the key to stealing that Las Plagas vial. That's just a theory, however. This iteration of Ashley has a brand new design and seems more equipped for being out in a forest rather than ballistics display. The way Ashley is fleeing around the village forest, I wouldn't be surprised if we'd see a prologue of her first venture and run-in with Los Illuminados, since we only see her right before entering the castle in the original. The more we get to see of these iconic areas, the village, the castle, and the island, the better, because the attention to detail, the props, nasty cult stuff, and wide range of color schemes on display is awesome. I'm curious if we'll be seeing a day to night time mechanic similar to the one we saw in Resident Evil Village because of how different the lighting is in many of these shots. Overall, the colors paint a stark image of the realities that Los Ganados live in, and from the looks of it, they are even more brutal than we remember. Don Jose, the villager who we first spot in the original, looks even more, primal, sharp teeth, black eyes. It's gross. I hope each and every Ganado we know and love make it back into the fold, especially the Bella sisters. They would look amazing in this new engine. There's definitely a tragic story behind what's happened to the people of the village, and with this scruffy, dirty appearance, they look the part. And there is a complete 180 contrast on the Los Illuminado cultists. Just look at these twerps. This is such a scary sight because of how they're all just painfully gazing at you in unison. I mean, the original cultists came off as, comedic relief, but these new ones seem even more fully devoted to the octopussy, Las Plagas, and it shows as they fall to their knees and pray towards it. Speaking of comedic relief, Luis Serra, the Las Plagas researcher and ballistics specialist, is back, and with my personal favorite handgun, the Red 9. Seeing the Red 9 here, it being one of 5 handguns in the original, makes me hope that weapon upgrading and attachments return. In fact, many of us were worried how much would be cut in a theoretical remake of a huge horror classic, but lots of stuff seems in place, including the boss fights. Del Lago, the giant lizard fish thing, will be back to swallow more of Leon S. Kennedy, pictured here all peacefully on his wooden boat. The Big Cheese, otherwise known as Vitores Mendez, is suspiciously looking all beefy, like Mr. X. Obviously, with the technical limitations, we didn't have the Big Cheese following or stalking us around the village in the OG Resident Evil 4, but I wouldn't mind having that mechanic and Mendez acting as a Mr. X or Lady Dimitrescu figure. How terrifying and grotesque will this guy's boss fight be in 4K? Sucks for Leon. I mean, all of this is awesome, but it really sucks for Leon, seeing him have to suffer in 4K. But it's Leon's final quote that wraps up this reveal that gives us an idea of something we hardly saw in the original, and that's Leon's state of mind.
If I could just forget what happened that night. The pain. Even for a second. This time, it can be different. It has to.
At this point, Leon still believes Ada is dead. That loss, along with all the monsters and BOW fights in Raccoon City, obviously took a huge toll. He seems to be trying to fill that void by going into a highly dangerous situation to rescue the president's daughter. We're gonna go even more in depth with Mr. Emo Hair, who seems more vulnerable, and that's a very welcome addition. But that's unfortunately all we have at this point, making that nearly 1 year wait to March 2023 even longer. To say that I am stoked is putting it very lightly. I cannot wait to play this game for the 400th time. And thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe for more Resident Evil 4 remake stuff, horror lore, lists, and mysteries. And comment down below your initial thoughts on this remake. I still can't believe this is happening. There's a reason I didn't do a reveal trailer reaction, because I just couldn't wait. So I just had to press play and see it for myself. Again guys, thank you all so much for the support. Have an awesome rest of your day. And as always, stay single.